Anyways, I'm sure the people want to see more GBL, so let's give it. And I'm kind of feeling a little tired today, and I don't really have another team prep, so for one, we gotta give this team a full set in the spotlight. But even then, I'm kind of like thinking, I kind of just want to do my battles, and I don't really know if I got too much time to like experiment around and play around with different teams of that, even though it would help the first fight content. And to some degree, these leagues are just too short. Like, Little Cup was only 1 week too, and that just really felt bothersome. I really wanted to spend more time with Little Cup, even with all the Bronzors running amok in the meta. Honestly, it was starting to evolve. Like, people were adapting around Bronzor to the point of just like bringing double Bronzor counter. Probably been interesting to see how things were going on. Really hope they, to the point where like I kind of want to do like battles with people just specifically with Little Cup. I have not had enough time with it. I only did one stream recording, and I didn't record any other battles off stream of it. It just makes me sad to think about. Hey 425 Flash, welcome. You are just in time for me to go for some Go Battle League show Norgans. And we're just vibing to the music and taking in the scenery of the Kanto Cup here. Going through though, I got my play-by-plays. This is just a habit I do when I'm not actually like talking to anyone. So don't mind me if I'm just like literally saying what I'm doing. I'm trying to make it a little more interesting than that, but I can see someone like devolving it down to that. Shout out to Sandslash for putting in the work though. Pretty much did everything you could do before that Marowak came out, and this is a bit unfortunate of a setup because Charm versus Flame Wielder, but I do also have 2 shields. And you may be at oh wow, that was I forget that Fairy resists ghosts. So who knows? Let's bring it in. I might as well shield this one just because I got nothing better to do with my shields. Don't even need them anymore. Do I even like go for my charge moves? Because if I do, they're just gonna block it. And Charm's probably just gonna do the work in of itself. Let's see, like if I get enough energy to do 2 ice beams, that's pretty much the equivalent. Hello, welcome to... Thanks for following, Siri, and all that. Hey, welcome. Is it just my imagination? Because your name does seem a little familiar. Either way, though, you're welcome to come in and just enjoy the battles and all that. It's been a long day. Was out for a long time for community day. Did a bunch of trading with people afterwards. It hasn't been a productive day, I have gotta admit, which is why I originally was pushing myself to actually do the live streaming today. Especially because, like, I'll admit, I usually do this type of stream in the middle of the week, but work outside of the internet was just too busy. All that said, what was I saying? GBL is gonna... I am kind of just cycling back to other things, but man, these specialized cups feel a bit too short. And I am gonna miss them. I probably won't like be streaming as long as I was for the Little Cup stream in that next season, just because like if I'm gonna upload content to YouTube, I'd rather focus around these specialized theme cups. Why, like, I already have a super huge backlog of Go Battle League, and honestly, like, they're similar enough that I could just upload one or the other. And like, sure, I'd probably say different things in different content, but not that much changes that would get lost or like be outdated if I just save it for another time. So I guess the point being, like, these specialized cups feel to me like I could like upload them at any time and they'd be fun to watch. Meanwhile, like GBL, like I'm at a pause because I'm just realizing that I'm kind of like proving the opposite of what I'm saying. Let me like see if I start it over. These cups are more fun to watch, I feel, than your typical GBL, especially if you've been watching GBL and their standard rule sets for Great Ultra and Masters for so long as is. Like, unless a brand new Pokemon introduced, the meta doesn't change as much as a specialized cup. And I have a huge backlog of Go Battle League stuff just from all the streams I do. So if one, the viewers probably want to see more recent GBL stuff. But also, like, they kind of like all look similar too, so when you've been doing the normal stuff for so long, like, in backlog, yeah. If I gotta have an overstock of backlog of something, I'd rather be Specialized Cup than standard GBL, is the point I'm trying to get at. I'd rather have, like, one video a week of the current season and have anything else I upload of GBL. These things are a little bit more interesting. All this said, like, I don't think I'm gonna get around to, like, arranging uploading or scheduling any new videos. So what's already scheduled for the next couple of weeks, mine is like me trying to sneak one Kanto Cup in before that season becomes too outdated. It's gonna be what's already scheduled to upload, so, like, maybe some little cup stuff in that. I don't know, like, I think I might even still have a Flying Cup video hiding in the back. And that, of all things, has to get up eventually, because unlike the live streams, like, my internet was terrible during GBL, during the Go Battle night, to the point where I just couldn't stream. It did work fine enough outside, or like when I took Twitch out of the equation, the internet was fine. At least fine enough for me to actually record. So they're sitting on my computer, but they're not on the internet yet in any shape or form, which is good in of itself. I probably am gonna regret this lead setup, but honestly none of my Pokemon really do that great for a low Marowak. So even though I just got baited out of all my shields, it's probably for the best I just get rid of this Marowak early on. Mew probably does handle it the best. Do I go for... Here's a big brain play. Surf first to bait a shield, and then Wild Charge. I think I got 2 Wild Charge saved up, so it doesn't matter either way. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they, like, double shield back. Because 1 Wild Charge is going to take out this Gyarados. I guess they found the shield more valuable than their Gyarados. Can't say I blame them. But this does make... Oh, man. I mean, minus the fact that... Come on, can I get a Wild Charge off before I go down? I just realized that Wild Charge would be real good to get one off against Lapras. But this is probably... Did they really not use their shield? Really? Everyone else saw that, right? Like, I'm just gonna go Wigglytuff because it's literally 2 charms from dying. I don't care about shields. It's not like you have sheer cold or a one-hit KO move. There's nothing you can do to take me out. And, like, as soon as I finish this animation, you're gonna go back in the Pokeball. Interesting place, I'll say. And just know that the music playing is really fitting for the situation. Save the Pokemon prize for the end, Jackie K. And don't mind me, I'm just gonna take a sip of water. I'm glad, like, now that I'm actually live streaming, this team's getting a chance to shine in the sun. Because I'll admit, like, I have been playing with Kanto Cup on and off, and the last time I was doing Kanto Cup stuff, this team is kind of struggling a little, I won't lie. Oh man, the Gyarados lead. This is going to be interesting. And they got the Bite lead. Really tempted to switch. But, I'm going to just try. I'm going to try to at least bait out a shield before I go down. Because they really gotta respect the wild charge. I'd be shocked, no pun intended, but not regretted, if they didn't shield that first one. Maybe they won't shield the second one. I honestly really wish they don't shield it. But I wouldn't blame them. It would be an optimal play, especially if they felt that Gyarados was valuable for the back. Unfortunately, now I'm stuck in a situation of trying to deal with Marowak and not really having too many great options. Like, one is weak to it, one gets resist by it, and I just realized the one that's weak to it also gets resist by it. Though, actually, I did just remember, like, because of my fairy type. Well, no, it's my normal. I'm a dumb. I just realized that it's my normal typing and not my fairy typing that made me resist the Shadow Bone from that last battle. I don't know. I guess I just forgot that Wigglytuff was a normal fairy type and not just pure fairy. Like, I get it, but also I question it every time. The choice to make Wigglytuff part fairy and part normal, but Clefairy just pure fairy. I mean, it's literally in the name, and it's literally a Pokemon built around being a fairy. Clefairy, that is. While Jigglypuff, like, kind of has some elements that would make it fairy-like, I suppose, but not fully. I don't know. I definitely could see the argument either way of, like, Wigglytuff being a pure normal type or not being a fairy type. Remember the days when fairy type didn't exist? Jackie K remembers. Jackie K remembers those pre-Gen 6 days. Jackie K remembers how busted steel types were. Like, they were offensively useless back in those days. But defensively, man, like resisting both dark types and ghost types before fairy types were... I mean, actually I think that was a Gen 5 thing, but like, I have a friend who sometimes rants about fairy types, and that just reminded me of that. Ooh, I hate the fact that we're back down to Marowak, but actually, I like the fact we're back down to Marowak. It resists my charm, and my moves in general, but it also can't do anything to me in return, and that was resisted Ice Beam. There is no fear. Man, this team's just going far, taking all the miles. Last battle of the set. And I know the music playing like goes way too well with my character's design choice, we'll call it. Fashionia Expressionia. Okay, this is an interesting matchup because I got super effective damage on my quick move of all things. I think I'm just gonna go... Oh wow, the music kind of got me confused for a sec. I'm just gonna go... Point I was gonna say is I'm just gonna go for the straight assault, and if I get a few shields from out of the way, I'm gonna shield just in case it's grass knot. Thunder Punch would have hurt enough to actually be worthwhile. And you know what? I think you're actually weak enough for me to justify just like farming you down with quick moves at this point. I swear, if they did the Thunder Punch grass knot thing, I was pretty confident they didn't have the energy to do so. Oof! Thunder Punch actually did a bit more than I thought it would. But I guess like I can go for the Hail Mary here. Did that say Articuno? They bring an Articuno into Great League? Granted, it's Kanto Cup. And they had a shield that they just decided not to use? Very interesting plays you have, my friend. But I think I'm gonna just like take advantage of the fact that this is neutral, and I'm pretty yeah, Articuno can't do nothing. They can like cripple me with Icy Wind, which I'll admit could be annoying. But if I just have the energy and swap later on, well, just to make sure I get that last shield. Oh, what am I doing? They swapped. I can swap back, and the little mirror can do nothing to me. I get so used to, like, if I don't have type advantage, then it's bad. But I keep for some reason my brain just is focused on the offensive disadvantage I'm in, and not focusing on the defensive advantage I have. I think it's still fine because, like, Bone Club of all things is whittling me. I think they know that, like, the ghost moves do diddly squat to me because they're actually doing a good chunk of damage to me with just spamming Bone Club, which I don't like. I think the good news is that I can get up to an Ice Beam and it'll be crippled enough. You know what? Why not go for Play Rough? It's Stab. Same amount of energy. Yeah. I don't even want to think of how little damage I would have done if I just went for Ice Beam. And they don't even give me the pleasure of just finishing them off with Charm. Because I was curious who would faint first, Wigglytuff or Articuno, but we will never know. What I do know is that I just freaking got a 5 out of 5 set. It's pretty neat of itself. What will our Pokemon prize be? Hopefully something easy to catch. I mean, it is something easy to catch. Especially if I just, like, Raspberry. I probably could just go on Raz because I got that many. I was gonna say easy to catch, but this Skarmory, like, the catch circle did not go down a lot for something out of an Ultra Ball. Sir, you're supposed to be easy to catch, so we don't have to, like, fear running out of Pokeballs. Please just get in. I don't got time for this breaking out shenanigans. And I mean, we did just get a Dino from the last set, so I got zero room to complain. You know, like, I would say let's watch our rating go up, but that's not a thing for this season. But, like, that good chunk of 5,000 Stardust, that's definitely nice too. And can we get another shiny to end things off? Nope. I mean, I've had pretty good luck with shiny between Community Day and the luck I've had the past couple days. I'm not going to complain. And as much as I love to catch for Stardust, I'd rather save the Ultra Balls in case we got any more Pokemon prizes in future sets.